tell about something. Pardon? That's like a yellow pepper. It's really good. So welcome, finally. So this is it. This is really my apartment. This is my cute little, I call it my cute playhouse. This is where I work. My name is Kgosierileng. I'm a costume set and fashion designer who is really just running for his dreams, and I want to invite you guys off with me to join on this journey. So on the process, we're going to be 3 really exciting, I was hoping not to sound like a presenter. So on the process, we will be having 3 really exciting things. One of it is obviously Drunk Kgosi, because everybody knows me as I used to be such a party animal, and how we just converted to be like, I guess, the sober gift. And then we're also going to be looking at, yes, I got accepted to California Institutes of the Arts, and that is so exciting. I'm definitely going to take you guys through to that journey. How's it been and how my fundraising is going. Last but not least, something cute and really messy that I'm going to be sharing with you guys in the final of the show is my celibacy. Is this my choice or was I just really lucky? That is coming up on the process. Show mine with you possibly.
Press that button, you got it, I'll do it.
What's the word that you used? This is the process.
Oh,
it is the process. What did you say?
Exhibition of to this point.
So I'm more, yeah.
Thank you.
Hey guys, welcome again. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I could not wait to say that. I find it so funny. I could not wait to say, please don't forget to like and subscribe. My friend Mazvi and I used to make so much jokes about it. But let me tell you guys a bit about the process and why it took so long for me to do that. Nobody has been asking me. Why do people always say, and I know a lot of you guys have been asking me. Nobody's been asking me. I'm just telling you guys. So one of the reasons why I started so late is a friend of mine called Cass literally just came to Joburg today. I met up with him and I'm like, Friendy, now that you're here, let's just shoot something. So I have one of my neighbors called Spoo. He kind of has a camera in his hand, I think from one angle, I think from that angle. And I've been asking for a while, fam, this came up, I want to do this. Me being me, I was so impulsive, I bought my own camera, I got lights from one day, I got a new lens, and I wanted to do it so bad. And I even did a short course to get me to start the process. And we are here now, we're literally recording it. They are here, yeah. So I've got like 2 cameramen here. We've got this ABC little mic thing, and I kind of wanted like a Hoodwoods looking mic. I find these like very ABC, and that's not what I wanted, because I just wanted proper sound. So yeah, but they said they're gonna master the sound, so we will definitely be having a very cute show with the process with me, Kgosi. So please know that I'm also a little nervous, don't ask me why. The first thing I wanted to share was the process of me being Drunk Kgosi. I remember starting my journey in Johannesburg, and you know when you party and you flourish and you drink, you never see it as a problem. It never is really a problem, but it becomes such a survival, such a mode of survival. And I think what happened was for a long time I could never really see myself. You know, I couldn't see who I am. I didn't know Gifty. I knew he was, but I think I was also so scared. And I think alcohol has contributed so much to my imposter syndrome. And I will tell you guys one day about the drinking escapades that I had. And no, I wasn't an alcoholic. I really wasn't. I think I just drank a lot. Or maybe I was and I never spoke about it. But I definitely know that I also was at a point where alcohol was an escape, but I would never acknowledge it because I didn't see it. It's because everybody around me just gets drunk. And I would connect with people when I'm drunk. Like friends, you know, somebody at a bar, somebody at a club, will just connect and they become friends. And it's like, really like friends, right? And there was a time when I became curious and I asked myself, Gifty, do you like really know these people? And you don't have to know somebody. I'm like, yeah, you gotta know somebody. You gotta know who's your friend. You gotta know why they're your friend. You gotta kind of experience them. And I realized that, I felt like alcohol helped me to show up in a way that I think is inspirational. But the next morning when I wake up and I'm sober, I'm just like, something is missing here. And I'm constantly seeking to be free from people's opinions of me. And before that can happen, you certainly have to find yourself and have the bravery to meet yourself as a sober person. So that became such a strong, I guess, curiosity. I just wanted to experience myself sober. I wanted to experience myself a sober businessman. I wanted to experience myself a sober friend. I wanted to experience myself a sober lover. Because we were not born drunk. Like when I came out of I wasn't drunk. And it's funny when people congratulate me, like, oh my goodness, you're sober. And I'm like, what do you mean? I wasn't born drunk. You were not born drunk. This is just default. This is how we're actually supposed to be. No, I'm not. No, I am actually saying stop drinking. But I wonder, Kgosi, who are you sober? And I remember on the 17th of September, I was sitting with my one cousin who just came out as homosexual. Kind of knew, but he literally told me, why do you want to know? Yes, I'm gay. And we were sitting and I said to him, I think this is my last drink. And then of course it sounds like a lie, right? I mean, I was also like, oh, what the flip? And I can lie to anyone, I can never lie to myself. I think it's ridiculous. I think don't ever lie to yourself. Like, just don't. And I'm like, this is going to be my last drink. And I was a milk stout and a black label drinker because I just love it. And no, nobody bought me drinks. I paid them myself. I always paid my own drinks. And as I was there, I realized, what if this is actually your last drink? What if you will never ever go back to alcohol? Days went by, day 4 came. I remember saying, oh my goodness, get what in the pretense is this? I do this thing when I'm like, you lie, it can't be for real. Because you're just so used to, and not because I need the alcohol, I live in Nomodernslave. A friend wants to meet up. When a friend meets up, you could then, I have beer, I don't have no wine. But you have wine for the friend, then you guys go to another restaurant, and then you drink, and then the next day, you're nervous to even look at your bank statements. Like, you know, this SMS notifications thing, because you're like, oh my goodness, how much did I spend last night? And in the first week, I could already see, because I run in the mornings, it's like a normal thing, but I could already see that, thank God I'm not dehydrated and Babala's running. I feel good, right? And it became such a consistent practice. And now that I'm sober, I'm going to tell you this. I realized that Kgosi never needed to be drunk to feel good about himself. Because in my sober state, I actually just like going out, enjoying people, enjoying the music. I'm less tolerant of drunk people. And when I am tolerant of it, it's my choice to sit and to be, which I think everybody needs to allow themselves to. Don't worry if people say you're nice or not. I mean, we have a government that sometimes doesn't even do nice things to us. So you can't blame somebody else for not being nice and not wanting to sit with you because you're drunk. That is the truth we choose. And I realize that I am actually, there's so much conviction in my own truth. There's so much conviction in acceptance of other people, right? But that I don't tolerate somebody half-assing themselves and they want to spend time with me. And no, hold up, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, have you ever met a really amazing person that is talented, that you always say they're talented, and you realize they're becoming addicted to you saying that they're talented, and they do that all the time, and you guys party, and all you do is tell them how talented they are, and they start becoming dependent on that as external validation, that it always needs to happen when they go out and go get drunk. And when they're drunk, it's the same drug. Oh, you're so beautiful, you're so talented. It's this good feeling. Oh, I love you. It's selfish and all of that. And tomorrow morning, you're trying to hold on to those feelings to kind of make you go through the day. And the only way you can go back to that feeling is fucking having another beer, right? And then that just becomes a cycle. And I could tell you after I've decided with all bravery, it must just be God. I really think it's just God. I became so obsessed with Jesus. And in that, I realized, damn, you've always been who you were. Alcohol just made you believe without it, with it you better, right? So yeah, I am excited for this journey that I'm not drinking. I feel good. My mind is clear. I love the mess in my brain. I'm not scared of my thoughts. I'm not scared in the morning for what I think, because I imagine. It allows me to be a child again and just imagine and be a bit stubborn and oblivious, to opinions and not even care if I'm disliked. And I think you can really achieve that when you let go of all of these little things that you think helps you cope. They call it a coping mechanism. I definitely think that there's a powerful shift that can happen when you actually don't drink. So yeah, that's actually my story of not drinking. Guys, don't forget, I am also selling the Kgosi ponchos. Yes, that's my own advert. Nobody paid me for this. I'm also selling the Kgosi ponchos, so don't forget to check them out on my Instagram page on @thekgosierileng. I have different ones, and if it's still cold, I also have the Kgosi ponchos. And if you buy a Kgosi poncho, you are automatically contributing to my acceptance at Carlos, which I'll tell you about. Hey everyone, so you guys are doing well. My name is Kgosierileng, and that's my so happy. Hey guys, the third time, hey Hey cute ones, now that sounds better. I hope you guys are doing cute. Welcome back again to my channel, The Process. A very exciting one. Like I said, this is so impromptu, and I think intentionally I just wanted to show where I can make online friends. And I think that is just by being, right? Just by being where you are. I constantly say, people actually say it's wrong to be stubborn. I really disagree. I definitely think it's important to be a bit stubborn, because if you're not, you're going to sway like a little wind and just blow left or right. So if there's something truthful to you that you believe in that doesn't necessarily harm other people, be stubborn about that. We're all trying. Anyway, on a lighter, very lighter note, which is very cute, I've also explained to you guys that yes, about 2 years ago, Kgosierileng got accepted California Institute of the Arts, and it's the founder as well, Disney. So it's a big deal. Why is it a big deal? I have just been dreaming after losing my mom when I was 12. And no, I'm not saying this to do a high shame thing, not at all. A lady once, a very talented, Landa really once asked me, and I will never forget that, and we were sitting at a bar in Long Street, and she said to me, I don't know, do you ever feel like after you lost your mom, you found yourself? And yeah, that was probably perfectly said. So I do say that for that person that was 13, consoling himself with what his mom has taught him, is to just do what makes you feel good and to believe in yourself and to follow your dreams. I think my mom left me with those words. It has just always been that for me. You know, it's been tough. There's a lot that has been happening that could have broken me, but it didn't. It didn't break me. And of course it's God. It's my ancestors just always just walking in front of me, walking behind me, you know. So I got accepted to the school, and it's a big deal. You know, it's a really big deal. I'm so proud of that 13, 12-year-old boy. One of the things that I wanted to mention is I'm currently fundraising to study and to do a BFA, which is a Bachelor's of Fine Arts, specializing in costume and scene design. It is something I've always wanted to do. My mom introduced me to theatre at a very, very young age. She had a group called the Sunshine Kids. It was a music group in Namibia, I think in the 90s. And she's also won awards. She won, I remember actually, she won Heritage and Culture Group of the Year consecutively. She really did amazing, and I think that has validated so much, because my mom was just a dreamer, to be honest with you. And I speak a lot about her, and I will probably speak a lot of her on this little podcast of mine. But I'm fundraising, and I told myself, instead of just going to these people and asking them for money, because that could also happen, everybody thinks, and I'm like, no, the government doesn't owe you anything. Oh, you're a tax. I'm like, no, actually, no. You know, I'm one person that would, people say, don't be so hard on yourself. And I'm like, be a little hard on yourself. Be hard on yourself so that you can pull up your socks and not dance in excuses, which is a very common thing. And I always try to stay away from dancing in excuses. And because of that, I said to myself, what can you do? How can you really show people that it's so selfless, that you wanting to go study there is not just for you, but it's for so many other people, because access to just an empowered version of yourself is a very important thing in society. Access to an empowered version of yourself that looks like you, that's why people are like, you know, it's community. Access to a representation of your community. And for me, it's human, to be very honest. My community is like human. I know it was important for me to go to the school, so I'm like, okay, I have this skill, I have learned so much, I could definitely share this with other future fashion designers, costume designers, or just, you know, fashion entrepreneurs. And I came up with this workshop, a concept, and, you know, planned my own little curriculum. I think that the objective of this workshop was to just incubate young designers and creatives and try to teach them little methodologies, like, you know, little ways how you can actually hustle in China, but still keep saying. It's important for me to teach these kids that. And I'm not saying that's law, right? But I can tell you about, I mean, I would definitely want to share this beautiful messages of gratitude that the learners shared with me. And I could see the impact that I had. And when we did that, they said, yeah, sure, we'll get them the weeks. And I hope that for me was already showing, okay, gift with government, you create a solution. You know, because government's not coming to you. But now that we have Mr. Gaten, things might change. I'm really excited, but don't forget next week to check out our episode, because I'm definitely going to delve into it. I just know I find a liking of him. Don't ask me why. I'm also in the art. There's just something about that guy and you know what it is? He's himself for the people. that's like the one. Okay, it's a debate, but I'm not a politician, but I have my own opinions. So I'm currently fundraising $54,000. Yes, I know. It's a winner. It's California Institute of the Arts. And instead of asking you guys to donate money and give me money, I'm like, I have the Kgosi ponchos. I make those. It's part of my work as a fashion designer. Why don't I just share part of me with the people who actually support this journey, would love to support? The Kgosi ponchos goes for 2,500 Rand. You can look at this cute little thing that I told the editors just tonight. Friendy, when you edit this, give us a little bar thing. So it's supposed to be skinny, yeah. This one. So yeah, so I'm fundraising, and I hope that you guys could really, if you want to support, any contribution would help, or maybe just tell a friend that knows an important person that could help to get the first Khoisan, Damara, Tswana boy from Babalelo to America. Yeah, so cute ones. Not forgetting that after this, yeah, I talk a lot, but don't forget that after this, we're going to be having something, I call it the real cute mess. It's just like something tasty that I want to share. Stay tuned. You know what? The real cute mess welcome once back. I don't want to say that. Now we know. I just want to get into this real cute mess. This is what's happening. I haven't celibate for about 2.5 years. I don't know. Is it something like that? I don't know. Well, the last time I was in love with my life. And I've been celibate. And so like, is this a choice? I'm like, there's some weird alignment that happened since I didn't drink. And the funny thing was, I realized that it wasn't different when I drank. I wasn't like, who lets, somebody sick of a whole face. I'm like, I actually never really had a whole face. I don't know what that means anyway. And then I've been celibate, right? And how is it? One of the things that I could tell you about celibacy, or is it the absence of sex? Or is it the absence of the idea I had of intimacy or I needed? But you know what the crazy part about it is? I'm like, you don't make it deep. You're horny. Then I try to understand, is it my body that needs the sex? Is it that force? I think I'm going way too deep.
No!
Just keep. I think, okay, cool. Do you know that I forget that I'm actually like recording this thing because I'm staring at myself in front of the mirror and I'm just self-reflecting. And then I had to ask myself, what is it? Because it could get to you, right? Like if you deprive from, I realize it's not that. It's the connection. It's the intimacy. It's really just a human being that I miss. It's a human being other than myself that I'm with, that I'm sharing intimacy with. But I also realized from a spiritual point that the deprivation of sex has centered me so much in my own embrace of self. Like there's just this deep, intimate connection that I have with myself, which makes me want to protect it, even if I don't try to. I remember the one day, it was a good date, and I went to it for like, flourish, man. I mean, come on, live, do you flip the 36? Fucking have sex. And gay sex is not as nice as they claim it is, to be very honest with you. And be intimate. I went on a date, the date was cute, it was great chemistry. This guy was just like fiery, right? He was really taking me to, this is gonna happen. And you know what's so funny about it? I like acting like a prude. But sometimes when I think of like sexual shit, I'm like, oh my God, yeah. And then we went to my apartment, had a bit of a chat, and I'm like, you're not gonna kumbaya this. You're not going to, just do it. And then I always had no condoms, and I went to the garage and I go, bye, poof, no stop, and it says decline. What do you mean decline? Decline. Went to the HM, this is my banana, and I'm like, okay, fine, I get it. I'm being kept away to engage. But to make this, the point in what I'm explaining to you now is, because of the dream that I have to go to Los Angeles, I had to be extremely intentional and not just dream it. I had to make really crazy choices that I never thought I was able to, or even capable of. And that is deciding to quit alcohol because I've always had an opportunity to go to LA, but I never felt ready for it. I never felt worthy for it, and I self-sabotaged myself. And alcohol helped me through the process to do it. And I decided to quit alcohol. And I prayed about it. And the funny thing is, it was never difficult. I literally felt that my ancestors are ready to heal themselves. My ancestors are ready to heal themselves because I called them out. We have a tendency of saying that, oh, my ancestors, you know, the Kgosi's like drinking. All our Kgosi's were not alcoholics. They were not all alcoholics. If they were, can we change something if we claim to be their wildest dreams? If we claim that our ancestors, we are their wildest dream, then I like, this dream feels like a hangover dream. Like, why am I getting all these dreams that I can't? So you start becoming self-sabotaging them. And so what I'm saying, all the intentional choices that I made to maybe not have sex, to maybe not drink, and to really work on finding peace in isolation, it has literally gotten me so confident to even have my own little show called The Process. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to watch our second episode. I hope you guys like them. Please be nice in the comments. I won't read them. And yeah, please remain stubborn and stay cute. I'm out. That was fun.